Prior to the highly anticipated World Cup qualifier against Argentina, Brazilian winger Raphinha confidently declared that Brazil would secure a victory. However, the outcome was a humbling 4-1 defeat, leaving fans and analysts questioning the current state of the Seleção. This unexpected loss has ignited discussions about the underlying issues plaguing Brazil's national team. In this analysis, we delve into the factors contributing to Brazil's recent struggles and the broader implications for the team's future. Brazil's economic landscape has experienced significant turbulence in recent years, with GDP growth slowing to 1.6% in 2025 and projected at 1.8% in 2026. This economic downturn has inevitably affected the nation's football infrastructure. Historically, Brazilian clubs have been the breeding ground for world-class talent, but financial constraints have led to the premature export of young players to European leagues. While this trend has provided financial relief to domestic clubs, it has also resulted in a diminished local league, where experienced mentors are scarce and young talents miss crucial developmental phases at home. The financial instability has also hindered investments in grassroots programs and facilities. With limited resources allocated to youth academies, the pipeline of emerging talent has weakened. Consequently, the national team faces challenges in nurturing homegrown players who possess a deep understanding of Brazil's unique footballing philosophy. This reliance on exporting talent not only affects the domestic league's quality, but also disrupts the continuity and cohesion essential for building a formidable national squad. Moreover, the economic strain has led to administrative challenges within Brazil's football federation. Budget constraints have impacted the hiring of top-tier coaching staff and the implementation of advanced training methodologies. This scenario underscores the intricate link between a nation's economic health and its footballing success, highlighting the need for sustainable financial strategies to revitalize Brazilian football from its grassroots to the national level. Since the departure of Tite after the 2022 World Cup, Brazil has witnessed a carousel of coaching changes, with Dorival Jr. being the fourth appointment in a short span. This lack of continuity has bred tactical inconsistency, leaving players grappling with varying philosophies and systems. Dorival's tenure has been marked by attempts to blend traditional Brazilian flair with modern tactical approaches, but the results have been mixed. Critics argue that Dorival's strategies often lack adaptability during high-stakes matches. For instance, in the recent Copa America, his late substitutions and reactive tactics were scrutinized as the team exited in the quarter-finals. Players accustomed to structured systems in European clubs find it challenging to synchronize with the national team's fluid, yet sometimes ambiguous tactics. This discord is evident on the field, where miscommunications and positional errors have become more frequent. Furthermore, the absence of a clear tactical identity hampers the team's ability to impose itself against top-tier opponents. While individual brilliance can occasionally mask systemic flaws, the lack of a cohesive game plan becomes glaring against well-organized teams. Addressing this requires not only strategic clarity from the coaching staff, but also a commitment to a long-term vision that aligns with the players' strengths and the nation's footballing heritage. The retirement and decline of stalwarts like Neymar and Thiago Silva have left a palpable leadership void within the squad. Neymar, despite his controversies, was undeniably a talismanic figure, often shouldering the team's creative and psychological burdens. Thiago Silva's defensive acumen and experience provided stability at the back. Their absence has led to a dearth of on-field leaders who can inspire and galvanize the team during critical moments. Emerging talents like Vinícius Jr. have shown promise at the club level, but have struggled to translate that impact to the international stage. Vinícius himself has expressed frustration over the lack of recognition, questioning his omission from accolades like the Ballon d'Or. This sentiment reflects a broader issue where young players, despite their potential, have yet to assert themselves as the new faces of Brazilian football. The leadership vacuum extends beyond individual players to the team's collective mentality. In high-pressure situations, the absence of authoritative figures has resulted in a lack of direction and resilience. Building a new leadership core requires not only identifying individuals with the requisite qualities, but also fostering an environment where they can develop and assert their influence organically. The pressure on Brazil's national team is growing, not just from fans and media, but from within. The 4-1 loss to Argentina exposed more than just defensive flaws. It showed how disconnected the team currently is from its identity and expectations. The days when Brazil could rely solely on talent are over. The global game has evolved. Teams like Argentina and France have married individual skill with structure, tactical precision, and long-term planning. Brazil, meanwhile, seems caught between eras, still proud of the past but unsure how to adapt to the present. A clear part of the solution lies in accepting that modern football requires systems, not just stars. Brazil remains one of the most talent-rich nations in the world, but raw talent alone no longer guarantees dominance. A unified vision from the federation down to the youth teams is essential. That means professionalizing the structure around the national team, hiring top-level staff, modernizing scouting, and potentially looking abroad for coaching leadership. For years, the CBF has resisted hiring non-Brazilian managers, but given how far domestic coaching standards have fallen behind, this may no longer be a luxury they can afford. At the same meantime, Brazil needs to decide what kind of team it wants to be. Will it continue to chase faded versions of Jogo Bonito, or will it define a new Brazilian identity, one that fits modern football but still celebrates its roots? There is no single answer or quick fix, but the longer the drift continues, the harder it will be to recover. The talent is there, the history is there, but without a clear direction, Brazil risks becoming just another nation with good players instead of the symbol of football greatness it once was.